started this process by saying, we're Canadian citizens. So can you buy a property in a foreign country, specifically El Salvador? We did some research, and really there aren't restrictions on foreign buyers either being able to buy or where you buy, as there are in some other countries. The only restriction we found is that if you rent the property, there is a foreign buyer tax on that income. So we did a bit more research, and then we looked at, being that we're not there, how are we going to negotiate an offer with the owner, sign documents, and go through the process. So Carlos will jump in when he can, but he's kind of busy driving right now.
Concentrating.
Which is a good thing. And of course, we're on hands-free. However, in El Salvador, you don't necessarily work through a realtor. You work directly through lawyers, and you come to agreement with the property owner directly. So it's a back and forth process, and we spend a bit of time going back and forth to negotiate time, to be able to see what's going on with the property and understand the road situation and the neighborhood and what's in the area. And then once you do your due diligence or take that time, you can talk to the owner about price. It's pretty simple in our case. We knew that there were 4 lots available, and we wanted one lot in specific that was right next door to Carlos's cousin.
Correct. And another thing that we should mention, we tried making a video prior to this one. Unfortunately, something happened. I don't know, the feed just didn't quite take once we posted it to YouTube, so here we go again.
We're trying again, exactly. So we wanted to share with you the process for actually getting the property. How does it work? So once we negotiate verbally, came to agreement on price, then the lawyer draws up some papers. So step 1 is looking at who's on title or who's going to own the property. Well, of course, Carlos and I are Canadian citizens. Now, Carlos was born in El Salvador. And one of the criteria to buy in El Salvador is that you have to have identification in that country. So they call it a NEET. What does a NEET stand for, babe?
National Identity Document. Don't worry about the T.
Exactly. It's a document. It's kind of, I guess, like our social insurance number here.
Something like that.
It's like an identifying document. Anyways, so that was required. And in order to get that, we had to have some papers signed by the consulate. Once we had the identification in place, then we wanted to have somebody in El Salvador, Carlos's cousin, act on our behalf to be able to do the documentation, signing process, transfer of deed, all the kind of stuff for us in El Salvador. So once again, another power of attorney that the lawyer drew up for us that was signed by the consulate here, the Salvadorian consulate, to give Carlos's cousin Analinda permission to do that for us. So that worked out great. And then once that's finished, the documents written up by the lawyer, signed by all parties. So in this case, it would be the owner, Analinda, on our behalf. And then, very, very important, what do we have to do next, babe?
Where are we now?
Money! You've got to send money.
All right.
I know, it's distracting when you're driving.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's okay.
So we managed that process through an electronic transfer, a wire transfer, directly to the owner, not through the lawyer as we would do here in Canada. So that was pretty straightforward, and then it's about a month or so for the process to register the deed in the land registry in El Salvador. And in the meantime, the property owner was very gracious in letting us start to work. So literally, I think it was 3-4 days later after the payment and acquiring the property, we got to go to the site virtually on camera and check out things with our builder. So we wanted to share with you some details on the whole selection process of a builder and what we looked at and what's important, specifically in building in a country, like El Salvador, and some of the considerations in doing so. So that'll probably be the next video to be able to share with you, and there'll be many, many more to come.
Exactly. So If you're following us, please stay tuned. We will have a lot more stuff coming up. We have a lot of videos. We have quite a few pictures to share with you if you're interested in seeing the entire process right from this point, which is the administrational side of getting the house, buying a property in El Salvador from here in Canada. The first videos like this one will most likely be a lot of talk. We'll try to keep it as short as possible, but there will be a lot of videos coming up, so stay tuned. If you like this video, give us a like and subscribe if you so wish. We would definitely appreciate it.
We'll see you soon.